Rockies just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Denver Broncos. On the visiting sideline, there you see Packer head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys just 2 wins over their last 6 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. And off we go from Denver. Sheds off the tackle. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Adam Troutman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team.
And right away, he lost the football.
Like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Slant around, he's got Downs. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Love. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that. Ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense led by their wide receiver headed out for their second possession. And he's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, so to no one's surprise, his name sits near the top of the list in terms of most receptions by a wideout this season. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 65 yards.
Having a nice season, number 8 in the league in receiving yards, and not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Nix He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Pushes past him. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Gain of 24 yards. That's good for Broncos.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Nix. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
Nix from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Pass caught, that's Golden. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
Love now. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Now Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it up. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Right line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Nix. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in...
All right. Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Flush to his right. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Here's Nix. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And on the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that was ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Returnable here from the 38. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it. But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On play action, here's Nix. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Denver Broncos.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?